Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is Monday, August 26th in the MLB. Our 5 best bets are on the way. It is Austin, joined by Logan. Let's dive into a recap of Sunday. A back-breaking day. Let's talk about it. Rockies and Yankees both 2+ in the first 7. I told you it was my most confident play, and it lived up to it. That was a sweat-free winner. Should have put 10 units on that. We had our Wu and Martinez parlay, a little plus 138 winner. We'll take that. Our losers, though, man. We'll start at the bottom. Cardinals Twins over 8.5. Fine. I'll take a bad read there. The other two, Logan and I want to just punch something. We start with the Royals, first 5 team total over 2.5. You told me they get 2 solo homers. 0 for 8 runners in scoring position. Yep. And then in the 6th inning, what do you know? They score on the first batter. Love that. And Brewers and Athletics under 4.5 first 5. Yep, they get another home run or whatever in there. Some missed calls by the ump. 6 runs in the first 5. Full game goes under. That has just been the name of the game all season long. And look, we hate to come on here and complain. It's not complaining. It's just kind of talking you through how we lost. And it's been just backbreaking all season long. Where I know a streak's coming. It always does. It happens in the NBA. It happens in the NFL. Streaks come and go. We just cannot get that hot streak that I know is on the way. Hopefully. I mean, maybe it ends starts here. I did say we would give away $100. I forgot to think about how we're going to do that. So down below, just leave a comment and we'll pick out a random comment and give away $100 tomorrow. We'll pick out the winner tomorrow morning. We said that if we had a losing, we weren't positive by today, we'd give away some money, and we're owning up to that. So go down below, leave a comment, and I'll just pick out one random comment tomorrow morning and give away $100 and do that tomorrow morning's video. Let's dive into the picks though today. And you know, we won't do a giveaway this week, but in August or in September, we'll do a giveaway if we don't have a positive September. But let's dive into the picks. First one, parlay of the day is back. Last week was a pretty good week for the parlays of the day. I think we went 3-2, if I'm not mistaken. Not too shabby. They're normally always plus money, which is always good. You can check out the parlay of the day. Should be live on Odds Checker. Top link and pinned comment in description. You can go check out that. Right below the parlay of the day should be the breakdown. I already did the breakdown, talked about all the games. It's a little bit of a weird slate today, but I'm going to dive into the picks that we have for this video. We got 4 of them plus the parlay of the day. My first one is actually going to be a player prop, and it's going to be a plus money one. I'm going to Mitchell Parker of the Washington Nationals over 15.5 outs, plus 126 on Caesars. Now, no, I'm not betting Mitchell Parker to get strikeouts. I just want outs. I don't care how they come. I just need 16 outs. So we need him to pitch into the 6th inning, just get 1 out there, and then he can implode. Now, obviously, we have a tough matchup here as the Washington Nationals play host to the New York Yankees. But I think that he can pitch decently today, and I'll talk about why. If you don't want to back him against the Yankees, fine, go for it. Now, you don't have to. But Parker, you look at him, he's over this line in 14 of 23 starts. Not too bad. And if you watch and look at Mitchell Parker's splits, home versus road, you see some pretty stark differences. On the road, 5.98 ERA and a 1.52 whip. At home, where he finds himself today, a 2.82 ERA and a 1.01 whip. He's been very good at home. Only 10 walks allowed in 67 innings pitched at home. Now, obviously, this is the Yankees team. They're up there in the tops in terms of pitches seen per plate appearance. They have a lot of guys that can be annoying in there. Guys that will foul off, make 8-9 pitch at-bats, and that can be catastrophic to an over 15.5 outs. But I still think that he'll be able to navigate those. And I don't mind fading the Yankees versus the lefty, where they're not as good against lefties as they are against righties. Of the last 5 lefties to face the Yankees, 4 of them went over this line. And that included some guys having terrible outings. Now, Tariq Skubal, if you remember that, Williamsport game, Little League World Series, or not, well, in the Little League World Series kind of thing, he made it 6. And obviously he's better than Mitchell Parker, but they made his life terrible. He walked 4 batters. He had a lot of 8, 9, 10 pitch at bats, and they still made it 6. Other guys like Matthew Boyd, who I don't really say is much better than Mitchell Parker, he went 5 1/3. He walked 4 batters. Joey Cantillo is the only lefty recently that didn't make it. He made it 4 innings pitched. He walked 3 guys, also gave up 7 earned runs. I'll let you know right now, if Mitchell Parker gives up 7, yeah, we're probably not cashing this. But also the 2 Rockies lefties, Kyle Freeland and Austin Gomber, both got the job done, and neither of them pitched too well. So look, the Yankees coming off a home run derby at home. I imagine they're going to be pretty aggressive at the plate, hopefully today. And hopefully Mitchell Parker can use that to his advantage. He does have a pretty good center fielder in Jacob Young, who can hopefully run down some things, maybe get some outs that maybe we didn't deserve or you wouldn't normally get for other pitchers. And like I said, he's been really good at home. Over this line in 10 of 11 home starts. His only miss, he gave up 6 earned runs to the Padres. Also, the Yankees grounded to the second most double plays in the MLB. And this is game one of the series. So if Parker is struggling, but is pitching somewhat efficiently, let's say he gives up 5 earned runs, is in the 5th inning, and he's only had 60 pitches, wouldn't shock me if they run him into the 6th inning because, well, they have the bullpen that they want to obviously use the rest of the series. So I think there's a lot of different ways this can go over. I really like Mitchell Parker today. Sure, he could walk maybe Judge or Soto, not the worst thing in the world. It's the other guys that he has to navigate. He's given up like a 236 batting average to righties. Should see a lot of them in there. Mitchell Parker, plus 126, over 15.5 outs. One of my favorite plays of the day. But I'm throwing it to Logan for a play that not only he likes, but I really like this one as well. I was considering backing it myself, so I'm glad to see him on it. Logan, you backing the team on the money line. Who's winning tonight?
Yeah, after a few heartbreaking total losses yesterday, I'm good there. Let's go to a straight-up money line. Get the win for us, Minnesota Twins. I'm taking the Minnesota Twins on the money line, minus 105 odds on Bet365 is your best value. Now, they lost a heartbreaker yesterday to the St. Louis Cardinals. If you had Twins money line in that one, you were counting your money, you're sit back, you're like, yeah, one of the best closers in baseball. Baseball's funny like that, right? The odds they do it again have another heartbreaking loss for me. What are they today? 50-50, right? But in reality, I really do like the Minnesota Twins today, and it starts with their pitcher, Bailey Ober, starting for the Twins, 3.54 ERA, 0.99 whip. Bailey Ober's been a really solid option for the Twins. Much better pitcher than I really realized, going through a lot of his stats. At home, he has a 2.78 ERA compared to a 4.08 ERA on the road, which is pretty solid. I mean, sub-3 ERA at home this far into the year for Bailey Ober. He's been pretty good. A good option to back. I'll take a shot on him. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less in 5 straight home starts as well. Last 14 days versus righties, Braves have not been all that strong. 17th in batting average, 23rd in OPS, 26th in WRC+. I really think Bailey Ober is going to come out and give us a chance at a quality start. If he does that, then I'm really liking this bet a lot. Because, I mean, realistically, if he allows 2 earned runs or less in this matchup, I'm feeling solid. Because I think the bats will have his back today, and that will come against Max Fried, who starts for the Braves. 3.57 ERA, 1.22 whip for Max Fried. Max Fried has been most of a fade, for me, post-All-Star break. You look at his pre-All-Star break, post-All-Star break. The post-break, he's not been good. 6.1 ERA since the All-Star break. So he's not really figured it out, come back from injury and everything like that. Last 14 days versus lefties, this is a Minnesota Twins team that I want to back. 5th in batting average, 5th in OPS, 3rd in WRC+ over that time span. So this is a top 5 offense against lefties. I'll take a shot on them getting the Max Fried. Twins are 4th best in batting average with runners in scoring position over the last 14 days, hitting .319. So on paper, it looks good. I mean, they're checking a lot of boxes here. I mean, hell, the Royals just stranded so many runners in scoring position. That was pain, but I don't swing the bat for them. All I can do is sit up here and look at the stats, look at the numbers, and the numbers are telling me that they should have a strong chance to touch up Max Fried in that one. I think Bailey Ober holds it down. And then we go to the bullpens. So if you want to take first 5, fine. Austin and I were sitting up here, we're debating, do we take first 5, do we take full game? Because there might not be all the best A-tier bullpen arms for the Twins. So just take that into account when you're picking this bet. But over the last 14 days, Atlanta 2nd in bullpen ERA, Minnesota 16th in bullpen ERA. So advantage there does go to Atlanta. And like I said, a couple of Jacks and Duran both pitched back-to-back or 2 days in a row. So they're likely not available. Again, I don't know if they're available or not. We'll see in that one. So if you want to take Twins first 5, go for it. I just have been burned on the first 5 so many times this year. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to trust my gut and go full game. I still think the Twins stand a good chance at winning both first 5 and full game. So I'll go ahead and take the Twins as my best bet of the day. But Austin, wrap it up. What are your rest of your picks?
Yeah, my last 2 are actually going to be arguably my most confident plays. I'm kind of splitting up the units on this one, and I'll kind of put them both up on the screen, kind of right back to back. So 4th pick of the day will actually be the Cardinals and Padres over 4.5 in the first 5, which is minus 140 on BetMGM. Also, this 5th play will be same game, Padres and Cardinals, both to score 2 or more runs in the first 5. That's plus 135 on BetMGM. Now, obviously, depending on the book, you could maybe put up full 1.5 units on the regular over 4.5, or if you have DraftKings as well, you can do the 2+. in hindsight, I mean, in the real world, I mean, there's a chance that maybe our over 4.5 doesn't hit and the 2+ does. I mean, it would have to be a 2-2 final score. If that happens, whatever. We'll take the loss on the chin for whatever reason. But I'm only putting a half unit, I forgot to say, on the both 2+. I only want to risk a total of 1.5 units. I don't need to risk 2 units on something like that. But I do think that this is a pretty solid play, and I'll talk about why. But again, a reminder, these two picks, 1 unit on the over 4.5 in the first 5, and then only a half unit on both to score 2 runs in the first 5, which is plus 135. Now, Austin, why are you expecting runs in this game? The Cardinals take on the Padres. Let's talk about the starting pitcher. We'll talk about Randy Vasquez first. He starts for the Padres, 4.63 ERA and a 1.5 whip. On the road, Vasquez hasn't been great. 6 ERA and a 3.43 batting average allowed. Vasquez actually hasn't pitched in the majors since, I believe, August 8th. He was sent to the minors. He's been called up because Matt Waldron is now injured. Well, Matt Waldron, not injured, just bad. They sent him down to the AAA. But Vasquez hasn't been good in AAA or in the MLB. In AAA, his last 5 starts, 8.78 ERA. He's been struggling down there. Are the Cardinals my favorite offense? No, but I am confident at home they can at least get something going. They have some lefties to put in there. We've talked about Randy Vasquez before. Struggles against lefties. He'll walk guys. All takes is potential one swing of the bat. There's a chance he could give up this 5 runs by himself. I just think that they'll be able to get at least something. You don't see over-unders at 9.5 in Busch Stadium. It's not the most hitter-friendly ballpark. You just don't see it unless it's some guys that are pretty bad on the mound. I think Randy Vasquez categorizes himself as pretty bad. I don't know how far he goes in this game, but imagine in the first game of the series, you don't want your starter going like 3 innings. So they'll probably keep rolling him out there unless he's getting shelled. I think that the Cardinals could realistically at least score 2, which will help us for the second bet. But I think they could score 3, 4, or 5. They could absolutely rock him if they're swinging the bats at home. I'll trust him. On the flip side, Kyle Gibson will start for the Cardinals. We need some production from the Padres as well. Gibson, 4.22 ERA and a 1.36 whip. He's been worse at home, but I feel like he's been a little bit lucky at home, and I'll talk about why. At home, a 4.62 ERA, but a 1.63 whip. He's allowing a 3.06 batting average at home. Look, I think that means a really bad start's coming for him soon. I mean, a 1.6 whip and only a 4.6 ERA. Normally, a 1.6 whip is going to be a 5.5, 6 ERA, and he's been able to dodge some traffic, but eventually it's going to come down to earth, and the Padres are a team that could absolutely obliterate him. He struggles against lefties at 265 batting average, 350 on-base percentage, 813 OPS. If there's anything you know about the Padres, they have tons of lefties to put in their lineup. They obviously have Luis Arias probably batting leadoff. He got the day off yesterday. Profar, switch hitter, Cronenworth in there, Jackson Merrill. The list goes on and on and on. They have a bunch of lefties to put in there, which is why I normally like only backing the Padres against right-handed pitching. We've seen the last few days against lefties kind of struggling. And I believe their batting average numbers are about 30 points lower against lefties than against righties. The Padres really good against righties. Last 2 weeks, 4th in batting average, 6th in OPS, 5th in WRC plus. Very low strikeout team as well. The only thing that I think could hurt us here, Padres are number 1 in grounded into double plays, right above the Yankees. Need to avoid those. That's kind of how Gibson could potentially get out of trouble. But if they can lift the ball and get into the outfield, get it down the lines, we could see a lot of doubles in this game or even home runs. Now you could say, Austin, didn't Gibson just pitch really well against San Diego? Yeah, that was on April 1st. Their lineup so much different these days. In that game, Bogarts was leadoff. They had Fernando Tatis in there too. Not that I would love Fernando in here, sure, but he also had Profar, who's been really good for him. He was batting 6th. Merrill was batting 9th. Obviously, their lineup's a lot different. It's going to be a much tougher start for Gibson than it was on April 1st, one of his first starts of the year against the Padres. They're really starting to find their groove. I really like these 2 picks. So again, 1 unit on the over 4.5 in the first 5. Sure, it's a little juiced at minus 140. I really like that, but I also like both teams to score 2 runs in the first 5. That's plus 135. I'm very confident we have tons of base runners in this first 5. It just comes down to, can we get the timely hits? Now, sometimes we can't get them, but like Logan said, we can't swing the bats for them. We could just put them in a right spot, pick the right spots, and if they can get the timely hit or not, sure, we'll live with it. But I think that we get some timely hits tonight. So I really like these 2 picks. Again, just a final reminder, 1 unit on the over 4.5 first 5, and only a half unit on both to score 2 in the first 5. Obviously, one could hit, one couldn't, but hopefully both smack. So those are our favorite picks of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. A reminder, our parlay of the day should be live in a little bit. Go check it out. Should be plus money, or it might be a hit parlay. I don't know. We haven't decided on what it's going to be. You can find it out linked on the screen. You could also go check out the breakdown, which I talked about every single MLB game today. So go show that some love. It's already live. Might have some YouTube shorts and things like that live today as well. Have a great Monday. It's a great start to the week. Let's have a 5-0 sweep, and we'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks. See you then. Peace.